Hey folks, Quilly18 here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Motorsport Manager. We are going to our fourth race of the season, Tondala. We've got a fair amount of money in the bank, hoping to upgrade our factory soon. We actually placed fairly well in the last race, and hopefully we can do something similar. Oh, I didn't double check the weather on both days here. I think they were both clear. But I didn't explicitly look and make a note of that, so who the hell knows? We don't mind rainy days. It would be nice to know, what the race day is going to be so we can prioritize various tire things. We may, with Owlbear, not actually care about the tire boost as much because Owlbear might be going out with the mechanics. Redlining the engine doesn't hurt things as badly. Plus race trim, obviously. Let's go and grab both of you. I mean, the weather's certainly being clear today. That wasn't really so much the question. I think most of the race we're going to race on the softs. So I think that's what we're going to focus on over there. And obviously we need to dramatically tweak some of this. We're going to soften the suspension, leave the speed balance there. That's going to be okay. And then same thing here. We'll just assume we're going to be on softs and try to bring that up as much as possible. And we're going to leave the rest of your numbers where they are. We're going to go ahead and take practice. Thank you very much. Send out. Chuka chuka chuka. And send out. Chuka chuka chuka. Alright, speed 12. Bring in. Bring in. Vroom, 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 vroom. And send out. Very poor on the aero. I think you were at the very high end of your downforce. So we're going to want substantially more, which isn't really a surprise. Speed balance really not set very well. I think we're going to want more towards acceleration. Handling, we're going to leave it like that. So it's going to be offset. It'll probably, I suspect it'll become poor. And then we'll know that it's somewhere over here. So you go right back out. That's going to be okay. We actually got double excellent with the Owlbear right away. Whew! She really gives a hoot about performance. Let's go ahead with the longer speed balance here because it's closer to the bulk of the green. Although it wouldn't surprise me if it turns out to be the other way around. We don't know. Send out, send out. Yeah, you actually got out a lot faster because you had a fairly short time for the adjustments. Okay. Go around, and Owlbear, you are now in there. Okay, we went poor with the speed balance. Yeah, down overall, not a surprise, because that. So the speed balance, in fact, needs to be quite a bit shorter here, something like that. This might put our handling outside of excellent. We don't know, but we can make the adjustment afterwards. Just because as we keep tweaking this, the handling is going to change anyway. So that's going to be all right. And now... downforce is good. I don't remember. Oh, I think, was it very poor before for Mallitson? Oh, yeah. We went from a 66 to a 93 overall. So from very poor to good. It's possible we overshot, like, the great, but I would be very surprised about that. So we're going to add a little bit more downforce. This tweaks the speed balance ever so slightly. I'm going to do something like that. It might break these, but at least it'll give us some more information. You do that. And yeah, we're definitely going to do another round to bring in with both. Wouldn't surprise me if Owlbear is actually fine. Excellent, excellent, great. 98%. It's a shame it doesn't say excellent over here. Yeah, I'm not going to mess with anything else. I like it a lot. So the Owlbear, you go ahead and race until the end. We're going just much, much faster with this. We have more time for the qualifying, or the practice. It could also be that our pit crew is just a little bit better and faster at making these adjustments than before. That is conceivable. 97%. Well, all right. And the arrow, I mean, we could tweak it a little bit, and maybe we get a little more. It's not necessarily that believable. We'll do the front wing because it affects the handling a little more than the speed balance, but basically nothing. So we'll do that, and then we'll let... Oh, I didn't change your stints. You actually might come in too early, but we'll keep an eye on that. It is set to 3 laps instead of 2 on this one, so it might be okay until the end. We'll see. But yeah, on race day, we can pull back on the arrow if it turned out to be the wrong way to do it. And if Martin comes in, they come in. They'll have to be okay. Still going to be dry for the rest of it. Yeah, so Owlbear is fine, because we'd set it up correctly. Yeah, you're doing an in-lap. I guess the stint length might affect how much fuel they go out with, actually. Because they're like, no, stay out. Oh, you can't. You literally, yeah. So we got a minute left. You'll get a lap, I guess. Yeah, we're at 98. It's going to be... I don't think we're doing anything else. Let's not be greedy. 98% is pretty good, huh? We did get to level 3 with everything, so he didn't even necessarily need to go out more. Like, at that point. What else is he going to do for us? Exactly. Well, we're definitely middle of the pack with the actual race time. Like, our actual ability to do a lap is, like, slightly under the average of the field. So it really comes down to our strategy. I think that really shows, like, car performance there. Because our best lap, yeah, is slightly below the average of everyone else. Bright and sunny. No rain predicted. Alrighty, that looks good. Yeah, let's do... I mean, double level 3 is pretty good. When we were doing level 1s before, this became more enticing. But maybe actually... just this and do the entire race on softs all the time. Because our softs are better than whatever else we've got going on. Yeah, I think that's actually... I think that might be more correct than the... than, you know, being able to burn our engine harder for longer. Do this. We'll have the extra 15% performance. That's got to be better, right? 6th and 18th. What we are going to do... Now, they are going to have the same tires. And everything, but that's going to have to be okay. We'll start everyone on the double red, but I suspect what might happen in Owlbear, we might pull back to the yellow pretty quickly. In fact, like, right, like, you know, a quarter of a lap in, we'll pull back to the double yellow and have you try to conserve and pit second. Mauritson, we're just going to try to push. The tires are going to get pretty hot. It's 23 degrees, sunny. Yeah, they will get hot real fast. So you're dropping. Okay, go to double yellow. 20th place. Oof. Actually is a bad start. But yeah, conserve. Whereas here, we got to be careful with the engines, actually. I think we're going to go to orange right away with the engines. And the tires are going to get way too hot, way too fast. We got to go to neutral, just like everyone else. Yeah, so we actually might have a real hard time. Like, I think someone's going to have to pit effectively a lap earlier than they want. In which case, it'll probably have to be the Owlbear. If Mauritson is still, like, sort of being competitive and holding some people kind of behind him just by virtue of being here. I mean, he's back up to 7th again, which is nice. He did go through his tires a little bit more. They're still hot. Yeah, he might still have to be the one, actually. And he's running on orange over here. Yeah, it's going to have to be him. He ate a little bit more tire because he was on red for a little longer. He's still red. He actually, yeah, churning through tires. No kidding. Let's try to pull back so you're not actually redding out the tires. Okay, you're not currently redding them out. Let's go back to yellow and hope we don't lose. Oh, he's pitting. Why is dude... Oh, he's already gone through his softs like that. Well, I mean, you can pass me. It doesn't matter. You're going to get unpassed in a second. Okay, let's stay on conserve just a little bit here. I mean, we're still going to want to pit with you sooner, but... At this point, having this completely maxed out would probably cost us a lap. Okay, we can probably do 2 on this. Overheating or not. God. Just really riding the red line here. Oh, someone crashed. Safety car. Well, you're not at the pits right now, so hold off. You're ahead of the safety car currently. You pitting... Now, if we pit and the safety car passes us... Hold on. That would be bad, right? Like... The safety car is, where is he? He's in here somewhere. Can't actually see him. Is that it? No. He's not ahead of everyone, is he? I mean, that's sort of the way he's supposed to be, but I thought I saw it somewhere else. Oh, shit. Oh, they see, there, safety car. Yeah, so it's right over here. So So it just came out through there. That's fine. Out of the pit. That's right. So here's the pit. So it just came out of the pits and it's over here. If we... So we're... Okay. We're in 4th. Maybe we can pit and still come out ahead of the safety car. Which would be amazing, right? I think I'm correct about that. Let's just rip through everything here. Softs. 15 minutes. So that will work. In fact, I might want to just shave 1 lap off of this. Because that'll still be okay, and it saves us a tiny bit of time. 23% chance. How much of a difference does it make? 3 seconds off. This actually could make just the hugest difference. I mean, if we get a mistake, we get a mistake. But this actually might be... This is a risk, not going to lie. It's a huge gamble. I don't know... But the pit car should be... Yeah. No. Oh, hold on. Am I speed limited right now? 132. Am I speed limited now? Oh. Oh. I mean, I can't... There's no constant speed meter. It's only when you go through things. But yeah. I guess we can't pass as is. Alright. So we'll go full conserve for both. Because why not? We're going to try this. No one here... No, you are pitting. It's like, if the AI is doing it, it might be correct for everyone. I mean, you need a tire change now anyway. Or soon anyway. If Jesper's going to make it out... And you may have to wait a tick behind him. You know what? Screw it, let's do it. You go full up. You will go balanced. I have no idea if any of this is correct. Partially because I have a hard time, reading what's going on, right? Okay, you're coming out now. As far as I know, we're still ahead of the safety car. I mean, some of the placement has changed. You're still in 7th overall with fresh everything. Yeah, I don't know how the safety car works, but this looks like it actually was good. Because these guys haven't pitted. Most people did. Our position is unchanged, except the advantage that 2 of the people in front of us are gonna have to still pit. We're on mega conserve, which is apparently needed with the safety car, because even though you're not going fast, if you set it to the max, it does go crazy. Temperatures might drop a little, but we actually are kind of okay with their tires going cold, because they're going to heat up as soon as we get going. Too bad you can't click on the safety car. Oh, but you can see it on the map now. There you go. So now it's going to be switching to in-lap, but we still have 1 whole other lap with the safety car out right now. Oh, I thought that was the pit lane. Because we're going to be ready to go to double red. There we go. And we're off again. So we're back to like the start of the race. How's our engine condition? Yeah. You're going to go to high on your engine mode right away and go a little bit more, Martin. I'm assuming you're riding out. Yes. Okay, 5th place. Okay, go to orange. We can't risk having to do engine maintenance. It's okay to still be heavy on the tires right now. Ooh, terrible goddamn corner. Hugely bad. Although, if everyone's still going red, that's part of it. Because if they're in overtake mode... And yeah, I don't think I can afford to sit in overtake mode in our own engine here. Tire temp's getting pretty high. I'll drop to orange, which is still gonna... The tire temp's still gonna be going up. Drop down to 9th. We're still red, but... I think, yeah, we're sort of correct in not doing this. If nothing else, we actually don't have that much fuel. In fact, even running on orange this long may turn out to be a problem. I think we're okay. But yeah, an extended period on red for fuel usage wouldn't work well for us either. Owlbear has gone up. I think we ended the safety car phase in 17th, maybe 16th, but definitely not 15. Tire temp is high, but not crazy. And I think our tire use is okay. We're about to go past the start-finish line over here. So, now technically we're on lap 14. So 14, 15, 16, what says 19 remaining, assuming that's accurate there. Which, okay, overall will be okay. So this means we've got 8 laps left, so 11 laps of fuel left in the refueling. We can fit 12 laps worth on this track. So we are on track with our fuel usage, even on the orange here. Although I may want to pull back. You're still fighting a lot. You're still fighting a lot. And we can't go on overtake mode. And I mean, running constantly on overtake is no good. See, a bunch of people have now dropped to yellows. Tire temp's definitely getting up there. We're going to have to bring them down to neutral, lest they overheat. We may still have to do a few little bits into green. At least it's cloudy now. Temperature's still high, but it's cloudy, so that should help a little bit with the temperature of the asphalt. Oh, yeah, that is hot. So, 18 laps remaining is more or less accurate in this case. And we're still kind of where we want to be fuel-wise. Although we may actually, hold on. We may actually have to do a little bit of something here. And we definitely actually need to pull back on these tires. One of these two is going to pit later, and we'll be happy for the extra tire conservation. But in any case, the heat, and mostly it's the fuel I'm a little concerned about. We are actually having to stretch the fuel out considerably. Maybe what I'll do is I'll bring you quite a bit lower there, Owlbear. You might lose a couple of places, but I think it is actually going to be important to desync our stops. Some people are all the way on blue for tires, which I 100% believe. I think everyone was smoking the hell out of their tires here. Alright, let's go up in speed. Keep an eye on things. We're okay overall. We're coming in on the lane change now. I think it actually would be good if we conserved one extra lap. You're fine there. Unless, I might have to pit one sooner. Just to preserve over here. I don't know. Yeah, it's going to be really awkward, this timing. May have been an incentive not to have Owlbear pit on the first safety car lap anyway. Yeah, shut up. Your tire wear isn't actually affecting your lap time. You're lying. Based on how everyone's analyzed all their whatevers at this point. Right. 2-2. I think... So someone's going to have to pit this time. And I think it's going to be Mauritson because his tires are going a little bit low. If we were to pit now, 12 laps remaining. Oh, 13 laps of fuel. Interesting. There you go. Do this. So it's fine. I didn't realize actually we had so much fuel in there. So I'm really okay. We definitely will have to stick on softs. And anyway, we've got the plus 15% performance on there. Car's okay. We are going to go balance, and that's going to be all right. Done and done. So you're set up for that. You actually can go to medium and neutral probably here for now. That's going to be all right. And you are also going to be fine on fuel. In fact, you can go into high for a little bit. And we'll put you back on neutral for your tires. I'm A-okay with this. There's your pit stop. And Owlbear. Yeah, that's going to work out beautifully. You're going to pit with about, well, pit's a little sooner, so probably about 0.2 fuel left, maybe 0.1 fuel left, which seems great. So we'll plan you. So you're going to have 11 laps remaining. So we'll give you 11 and a bit. Seems like an okay way to do it. And yeah, I think that's going to be good with the tires. I mean, because if we did this and ran out and conserve, it wouldn't be enough. So we're definitely going to have to go soft. So that's not a question. Parts are okay. All right. Pit stop time was fine. At least there was no mistakes. That's okay. 13th now, but there's going to be a lot more pit stops. And yeah, we're just going to stay on the double yellow, which should be perfect. It should be exactly right with fuel. And the yellow, it seems they warm up a little bit, but slowly. We may have to go down a tire notch at some point just to stop the tires from catching fire. Especially if it's sunny, especially if the temperature goes up like this. But otherwise, I'm pretty okay. You're going to come out on the balance. Actually, no, you really can go orange, can't you? I'm pretty sure Owlbear, yeah, because they have the same fuel. And we're about the same laps. Actually, maybe not. We'll do a check as we cross the start-finish line. We'll do a count. Do a sanity check, because we can't trust those excess fuel messages. There we go. Coming through here. Confirm. We're needing lap 23. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is 10 laps. Hold on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 is 10 laps. Oh, shit. Yeah, we really do have too much here. So you can be on high the entire time, and it'll be the same situation over here. Yeah. So the next message we'll see at the top, it should say 9 laps remaining, which will happen when first place crosses the start-finish line. Now, if it says 10, I have to freak out because I've done something wrong. 9 laps remaining. Yeah. I think we can finish the entire thing on orange and be okay. Martin, that is, there you go, 24, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, because it's 32 laps. That's 9 laps remaining. Yeah. So just run on orange for the rest of the thing. Yellow on the tires. Again, they'll get a little hot, but should be manageable. So I don't think there's anything left for us to do. We're just below the spots objective. We don't have to pit anymore, and some do. Melo clearly will have to. Liao will clearly have to. Moreno may as well. There's a lot of race left for the softs there. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not going to give any more instructions because we can't red out our engines. We could, in terms of fuel, we could do some laps on red. Hopefully the brakes are okay. We could do some laps on red and then some on yellow and have enough fuel. But that'll probably be too risky on our engines. It'll degrade pretty quickly at this point in things. And honestly, just being on orange for the rest of the thing might be a little bit faster. The exception that it is nice to get a little help passing someone. I'd like to get a little more tire performance in here as well. 11th is on double blue, and actually we're having a hard time passing him, so I don't know, it might actually be okay. Just to jump a little bit. I don't know. 13th is pitting right here, so there's less of that. These two are neck and neck. Hopefully the tires are going to be okay. I actually might go conserve here. I'm a little worried about the tires, and they're getting hot anyway. Yeah, your brakes are having a problem, which may impact packing your tires as well. Antov definitely has to pit at some point. We might still get a 10th finish out of this. Very least, we're above 7th place overall, or we're at least in 7th place overall. We might be 6th overall. It depends on exactly how the teams are split up. Hopefully the tires are going to be okay. Let's see here. We're crossing through. We'll double check. So 28, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 5 laps left. We still have half tire remaining. I mean, we can't drive it all the way down. But no, we are okay on the tire wear as long as it doesn't overheat, which right now this seems to be an okay balance. 5 laps left and 5 point. Yeah, so we'll have to finish on yellow, but overall we're okay. Both are fine. Yeah, I'm feeling fairly okay with the situation. Overtakes. Sabato might have to do a stop. Now, that doesn't really help us because he's probably too far ahead. Maybe not, though. Vannanen will definitely need to. Probably Dahl. If I was looking at this being PC, an AI, I might think they have to, but we're really going to try to preserve, if at all possible. I know you've been stuck behind him for a while, but that's okay. Lap 29, 10, 11, 12, 4 laps. 4 laps of fuel. Everything's looking okay. Attempted overtake, 12th and 14th overall is looking good. Tire condition, I think I'm going to drop you down to a conserve as well, because you are getting hot. So this should be 30. So 1, 2, 3, 3 laps remaining. Yeah, so we'll have to do 1 on yellow. And here you're going to have to do 2 on yellow. Let me go ahead and yellow you out now, so we can maybe time something. And yeah, how bad is your engine getting? Or your bits getting? Well, you're not even redlining yet. Might have a little bit of redlining in Maritzen's brakes soon, but not yet. 12th and 13th was a fair amount of gap, so it's not like Owlbear is being held back by Maritzen at this point. And yeah, we could have put more fuel so that we could go and overtake mode more, but that'd be a longer pit, and we probably wouldn't want to risk the engine. I mean, at 50 it might be okay, but yeah, I'm not sure. Tires are still really hot here, despite the yellow. 11th and 12th overall. If we can get... Well, Gerard is definitely going to have to pit, right? I mean, he must. Huh. Well, once he drops below 10%, his performance will go down a bit. We actually might just get a pass on him that way. Well, there's 10th. Anyway. 9th. He's still sticking behind us. I think we were supposed to drop your fuel consumption earlier. I'm actually really worried about Maritzen. I think I forgot to do that. You are on your final lap. You've got the correct amount of fuel. You're going to be fine. Let's go and put you up to neutral. Let's put you up to neutral, actually. But I am actually worried about Maritzen's fuels. I think I may have left him on too long. He might run out right before. And that would be horrible. There's not a lower fuel mode. No, we're coming up here. I think we're going to be okay. 0.05. Oh my god, did you let him pass you? Ass butt. I mean, I could maybe have boosted his performance a little bit more and just tried to coast through. So we didn't get our sponsor bonus. Oh, that sucks. We're still exceeding expectations overall, but actually not hitting that sponsor bonus really bites. I may have been able to do something. I might have been able to push your tires a little bit more aggressively a little sooner. I think we could have. If I'd caught it just 10 seconds sooner, it may have prevented a pass there. That's really disappointing. I'm going to have to personally apologize to my driver for that. Or yell at him for not being slightly better. Why couldn't you be 1% better? Rubble, rubble, rubble. Dun, dun, dun. So yeah, just below there. Unfortunately, no one got denied anything, which is a shame. And we didn't earn any points either. 10th would have earned us something, and that would have been a pretty big deal. I don't care. They suck. I don't care if they did well today. They still suck. All right, thanks, dude. You're real nice there. Loading, loading, loading. Still don't know why this game has such load times. Doesn't feel like there's that much stuff going on. Oh, the driver form wasn't very good. Neither one of my drivers was really using their stats. Good morale boost, finally. Some stat ups. A little slower on Owlbear, unfortunately. Really good stat ups on Jesper. I mean, he was like still at 2 stars at the start of the season. He's now considered 3 stars. Why is he leveling up so much faster? I don't know. Marketability went down? Wait, we came in 8th overall? Really? 11th and 12th. And I mean, I understand. It's like points and various... That's actually really disappointing. I mean, come on. God damn it, why couldn't you have held on? That would have been a big deal. It would have been extra, I think, 400,000 from our sponsor. Ay, ay, ay. That's actually really frustrating. And getting another point on the board would also be really good. Our drivers, they are going up, though, from what they were saying before, which is nice. Pit crew, still considered bad. I mean, the stamina's really good. But otherwise, these guys just blow. They just blow. I don't think anyone's close to running out of their contracts. Man, I wish there was a better interface for this. 3 races. Are we keeping you? Your tire thing is bad, but you've got the 10 for the jack, and at least you got the 11 for the refueling, and with 86 stamina, you're a little unlikely to make mistakes. I will renew you for now. 10, you're okay. 11, and actually pretty decent stats. I think that was Grayley who I just looked at. 7. Oh, 2 races here. Do I actually want to renew you? You got the 10 on Jack. Everything else is very impressive, but you are pretty good stamina-wise. You're less likely to make mistakes. All right, since I don't really have someone else right now, let's keep you around. You're only 77 and you're not that impressive. You know what? We're not going to worry about you. Do I just want to fire you now? I mean, actually, you're not bad on tires plus refuel job, but no, not with the fatigue level. Even at maxed out, there's still a chance of an error. I'm just going to remove you. Oh, fire. Draper, I don't know if we checked you, but you've got high stamina, so that's going to be okay. You've got lower stamina, which sucks, but you have some better skills, and you still have lots of time. Okay, we'll do a little recycle over there. That's going to have to be okay. Accept interview. Sure, I'd love to consider it, so you could consider maybe joining us. We could have a chat. We'll see. Car repairs complete. Okay. We could pull away from that for a bit. Still trying to wait a little on the engine, because ideally I'm going to hope to work on the engine next. Am I still doing the suspension? Yeah. So one of those two suspensions isn't carrying forward, which is actually this one. Alright, so we'll just keep working on that. That's going to be okay. And we're still... sorry, this is still weighted... No, it's not. Weighted towards reliability, please. And those will get cycled out soon, which is going to be okay. A couple more sponsors. Let's let the game play a little, just in case some more show up. Because that's probably one slot with two sponsors. We might be able to get a third sponsor in the list. Or, like that. Suspension build finished. Okay. So, I'm going to clear this. And we're going to put all our effort in this new suspension. 9 days before race. Actually, probably could throw a second thing in there. It'd be nice to do the engines, but again, I'm planning on replacing those, so... Let's start, and then what we'll do is we'll add something else in once you hit at least 70. Maybe we'll let you go to 80% solo, and then we'll add things back in. But this way, at least we can definitely use you, which is great. So, I think now comes the engine design time, right? Because we've designed 2 brakes. We've designed 2 suspensions. So now we need engines that are still going to be used for this season. And Vasily is quite good. He's got the 17 for the engine here. Let's do this one here, because we can potentially use this like almost immediately. We should get a few more points of reliability, and we'll be able to use this almost immediately. While we wait for the Tier 2 and Tier 3 engines being made. Okay. Yeah, I could probably grab the sponsors. I don't think there's anything else. Okay, these are the ones with the bonuses. 12th or above. And no one else has upfront payments, so we're clearly taking you because you've got the upfront. Okay. These are all really high-end. I wonder if I don't take anything, if it'll just recycle. Because this one is worth slightly more per race, but I'm thinking about taking this one just because it's shorter and it'll recycle faster. It's a 3-star sponsor, and he's just not that good. Well, okay, the payment for race is insane, if somehow we got a second. I guess that's what it's being weighted on. And if we did it in a US race and got 4 times, it'd be insane. I'm actually thinking I'm not going to accept. I don't know if those will go away the way I'm hoping. But I'm going to check again. Well, I'll check again right before the race, but... And I could take the 100K and just eat it for 4 races, or wait and hope they recycle to something different. I don't know. Maybe I screwed myself with lowering my marketability. Could be. Alright, you can move for now. We're scouting drivers, which is fine. Here, let's actually stop here for a second. I'm still hoping we can do a vote. If we turn out we can't do a vote for the their gearbox, that'll be a little unfortunate. Yeah, you're already 87%, which is great. Let's get these brakes in and the other suspension in here. Those are the parts we're definitely going to keep using. You'll actually be done before the race, which is kind of amazing. Yeah, I think that's still fine, because at some point we'll probably still want a few points into the wings. Because they do occasionally have some, you know, they get hit and then they take a performance hit. Weight stripping. So this, there we go. This would enable, I guess, us to do weight stripping at some point. Teams can strip parts down in order to increase their performance. This comes at a cost of the part's reliability. I'll just abstain for the voting power. Okay, because we want to be able to dump stupid amounts of votes. Okay, so no changes. We want to dump stupid amounts of votes if we get the chance to actually present an option. Let's double check. if any new drivers have shown up over here. Not currently, no. Engine design is done. Lovely. So, what we'll do is we'll actually drop all of these. 5 days. We may use this engine. It performs quite a lot better than this one. The question is, in 5 days, how much performance are we going to get out of it? Well, we'll be halfway up. We might be in the mid-70s. Even if it was like a 72 or 73, I think I would be... Even if it was a 70, I'd probably be okay using it over the 283 engine over here. Because it's a big performance difference at a risk of maybe reliability. But maybe we'll just make sure whoever's car that goes into, we just start the race in orange instead of going full red right away. That's actually probably a good idea. I mean, I know we have money, but you gotta wait, man. We want to do the factory. So we do need to start our next design of the engine. There we go, this way. So that gives us a top performance of 416. This is probably fine for us to use for the rest, even though it's only going to be like a tier 2, right? Tier 2 engine, no tier 3 slot unlocked. And our next one will be a tier 3. I think this one's going to be good enough. And it's not like we have infinite time in the seasons to design, engines. We might be able to squeeze in a legal one to carry over performance, but I think this is going to be great for this. A lot of money. But it's going to carry a lot of performance over to the next season. And yeah, we're better than the average for suspension and our engines already. Our brakes, clearly we did neglect brakes like early on, so we weren't able to carry a lot of performance over. It is going to be important for us to do that. But if we don't have to focus on the acceleration, which is what we're gambling on, it is going to be very, very, very helpful. So I am quite curious. Okay, thank you for continuing to stop. Oh, because there's another race. I'm like, why are we not actually advancing? I'm really curious to see how much performance we're going to get onto our engine before the Ardennes. Oh, media training for someone. That's probably a really good idea. Ouch. That's $1 million, but presumably increases marketability. I don't know how good media trained is. Theoretically, this is a huge long-term investment, like a significant, that'll pay off. I don't actually know. I'm going to say let's do it. I don't actually know exactly what this is going to do for us and what the payoff is going to be. Media trained. It's plus 15. Okay, that's probably worth it. Also, now I'm extra happy I left that slot open. And I'm doubly not going to take one for the Ardennes. I really hope that it recycles. But my idea is I'm not going to take one of these for the Ardennes. Because, I mean, we're not going to hit the bonuses, and the upfront is garbage. I'm just hoping it recycles by itself, and that we don't have to take one just for it to cycle through. Rain, rain, both days. Okay. And, oh yeah, the reliability. You got to 73 on the engine, which I'm groovy with. Totally groovy. These things are basically done. The engine... This engine isn't going to be one we use until the end of the season. Although, I'm going to leave it in here anyway, but I'm not too worried about the speed. What I'm going to do is go ahead and add in a little bit of work on our aero surfaces here to give them a few more percentage. Because we know we're going to keep using them for the rest of the season, and if we can avoid some extra breakdowns on that, that'll be nice. But yeah, I'm going to call this usable enough for this race. Well, thing is, as soon as the other engine is done designing, although it's going to take a while, 22 days, okay. No, that's going to be fine. Because actually, it's going to have hit 100% before that engine part is done being designed, and we're going to want to focus on it exclusively. So this works out groovy for me. Gearboxes are above 90%, which is going to be more than enough for now anyway. Yeah, okay, I'm comfortable with this. And yeah, overall, Marketability is back up to 63%. Jesper Martsen is definitely holding us back. On the other hand, you know, he's got some other good things. We could consider replacing him with someone. He's gone up in skill quite a bit. He continues to go up quite a bit. We should consider, before we blindly renew his contract, I should probably take a look at some of the other options here and see what we could maybe do. We can put up some offers. So you're insanely good. You don't have a lot of time left in this career. How much are we paying Jesper? 400,000 per race. Enrique's 20. He's at least as skilled. Wow, he's got a lot of smoothness. Also, pay driver. Doesn't have the marketability, but he would pay us, which would offset some of his low marketability. He's got the penalty to focus, but he still has a 10 focus. Doesn't care about winning trophies. Just a job. Desired earnings plus 100,000. I mean, marketability is not strictly like that much worse than you. Fuel hungry. Not much room for growth, but that's not necessarily so bad. Yeah, Foster. Rio expert. We don't race in Rio, unfortunately. I mean, your marketability is the same. Maybe you're not better. I mean, the thing is, these numbers look a lot better to me than Jesper's. Well, no, I guess not. Your caught speeding, which actually did give you a marketability boost. Yeah, the reserve driver I really don't care about. Man. If only we could train you more faster on brakes. Like, focus on the brakes and say the focus. Button doesn't do anything. I don't think there's anything we can specifically do for training. But yeah, I really have to give Jesper some more credit, and I think he's worth keeping around. Bad marketability be damned. I think he's worth keeping around. So I'm not going to work on the contract now, but the plan will be probably to renew it for him. Okay, on that note, we're going to wrap this up. Folks, thanks very much for watching. I did record the last few episodes sort of back-to-back to try to prevent there to be too much of a timing gap. I'm hoping to take a bit of a pause now. Hopefully the next recording will still be sort of, you know, tomorrow from your guys' point of view, depending on how it works out. But I do want to give the comments a chance to catch up before we go too much further. As always, a really, really tough line to walk between ensuring, you know, consistent content versus letting the comments catch up so I can implement them. Hopefully, we'll find a decent middle ground, and hopefully we'll perform okay-ish in this season. Took some risks. Some of the driver changes, especially with the sponsorship changes, but they are better with some growth. If we can hold on to them, it'll be pretty good. We didn't invest in the car over here. Turns out the fuel efficiency thing has not been a problem. The improvability might help. If this changes how far we can improve parts, which would then carry over to future seasons, this is actually a huge win. I don't actually know if that's how those numbers work, because it's not actually explained with any tooltip in terms of what they actually do mechanically, but it feels okay, doesn't it? Maybe. Thanks for watching, folks. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.